everyone, welcome to episode 5 of Talk It Out. I'm Rebecca.
Hey guys, I'm Anna, and this week's question is it healthy to fight in a relationship? Why or why not? And when does it become unhealthy?
Let's see what the campus has to say.
I think it gets unhealthy when it's the point where it's like every day, if it's like often, but I don't think it's unhealthy to have arguments because I think that's normal in every relationship. I think it depends on what kind of argument. Like if it's over something stupid, I feel like that's not a big deal. Like you could have a healthy relationship and argue about stuff because not everyone is the same, so obviously you can have arguments, but I don't know, I feel like if it gets to the point where you're like going at each other and bringing each other down, then that's unhealthy.
I think it is. It depends on to where it goes, but I think arguing in a relationship is regular because there's always going to be differences between two people, and it's a way to get it out. But to unhealthy, like when it's constant and when it's over like small things and it's bigger than what it needs to be.
I think you should have little arguments just to know. Just to see both sides, but it's not healthy if it constantly happens often. So, yeah.
I think if you have a significant other, you don't really have to have a disagreement or an argument. It's all about being open. That's where it starts. And sharing everyone's, sharing your view and being transparent.
I feel like as long as there's clear communication between the two people, then it's okay. It gets unhealthy when there's abuse, and whether that be physical or emotional, but as long as there's communication, because fighting at the end of the day is communication, so as long as they're communicating about their disagreements, I feel like it's fine, as long as they don't go too far.
I think relationships should be mutual, and if there's an argument, it should be hashed out within each other, which is question, answer, talking, but it shouldn't be like anything. I think unhealthy relationships should be peering into people's views, taking away from people what they love to do. It should be mutual. If you let someone do what they want to do, you should do what you want to do.
Yeah, I feel like there should always be arguments, because then if there's arguments, then is it really a relationship when there's disagreements and agreements in it? I feel like there should always be, I'm always right and that's it. There's no talking about it, there's no arguments, because then at that point there's no conversation, which means that there's only one person in the relationship. Because I believe it should be a two-way street, not a one-way street, where one person should be the one calling the shots, the other one has to just pretty much be quiet and not listen to what the other person has to say. Hence why there should be arguments, because then it makes it a healthier relationship.
When do you think it becomes unhealthy when you have these constant arguments?
When there isn't a resolution towards the end, and when either or, one of the people in the relationship is settling for whatever they have to settle for, and they pretty much don't really have a voice in the relationship. I feel like that's when it's really unhealthy.
All right, thank you.